And now, if you were
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Zenkin Automotive Soccer Center here in Vaughan, Ontario for our first game on this cool Sunday for these girls under 14 OPDL Gary Miller Charity Shield between Ottawa South United and Brampton Soccer Club. It's been a marathon for the Ottawa South United Club, having 3 games yesterday, all 3 of those going to penalty kicks, but they did take home 3 shields yesterday, winning all 3 of those penalty kick scenarios, and they're trying to see if they can increase their tally this morning and going against the top of the West in Brampton Soccer Club. My name is Martin Ohms. I'll be giving you the play-by-play commentary for this game, which should be an exciting one between 2 teams that have not played against each other in the league this season. They did play in an exhibition at the beginning of the preseason where OSU won that, and the only matchup they had was actually last year, which Brampton took home that win. So this is what you could call a rubber match between the 2 teams to decide who can get the Charity Shield. As the 2 teams get ready for their final warm-ups, let's go ahead now and introduce the starting lineups for both squads, starting with Ottawa South United. They finished top of the East with 16 wins and just a single draw, no losses. They'll be led in goal by Sophia Smith. In front of her will be Avelia Douglas, Danica Canton-Leeton, Maya Karadakis, Jasmine Lewis, Kira Bajant, Audrey Costa, Zaina Zabara, Olivia Lafrange, Sophia Cesaria, and Arya Winter rounds out the starting 11 for Ottawa South United. They'll be going against the top of the West in Brampton Soccer Club, which finished with a record of 12 wins, 2 draws, and 3 losses. They'll be led in goal by Amelia Murchie. In front of her will be Ella Kate Sachkovsky, Sydney Barif, Alexis Choi, Scarlett Kira, Ella Colangelo Abby, Elinas, Isabel Sed, Vanessa Sepe, Lily Jameson, and Delilah Bednikovic rounds out the starting 11 for Brampton Soccer Club. Ottawa South United in their semifinal game defeated North Toronto, the only team they drew this season. They defeated them 2-0 in their semifinal, while Brampton Soccer Club took down Ottawa TFC 3-2 in their matchup, which would be a very exciting one. Now, it looks like the officials are getting ready to get this match underway here very shortly. It'll be Brampton Soccer Club in the red. They'll be going from your right to your left on your screens at home. And in the all black will be Ottawa South United. They'll be going from your left to your right. The referees for this Gary Miller tried to shield our Ronnie Byfoot with Larry Scene and Lucia Valdez as the assistant referees. Kira Riley is the fourth official as we are underway in our first quarter of 20 minutes each for a total of 80 minutes. So a little bit different here if you tuned in for some of the previous games on yesterday. So players will be playing just the 4 quarters. So to encourage a little bit more discussion, tactical changes with the coaching staff, and allow for the players to learn a bit more, as it will be Brampton with some early possession on this near side with Elinas. Elinas gets that one poked away, and we have an early throw-in for the team in red. This event will not be possible without our key partners, Toronto FC. They are the official founding premier partner of Ontario Soccer, as well as the co-presenting partner for the OPDL, the province's youth high performance program. Their commitment to the game in Ontario is unrivaled. Visit torontofc.com for tickets and more. Miss hit on the pass there, leaves her straight towards the foot of Colangelo. She's got time. She'll play towards the middle of the field. Joy will look to switch it towards the far side, as Brampton's going to be doing some good passing around the midfield, finding some good space and for their attackers to move up with Kira. She's going to spread it up towards the right wing as they get the cross in, but it's an easy catch there for Smith and goal. Sophia Smith, 10 clean sheets on the season. Not many goals against for this OSU team, so it's going to be very important for Brampton to try and see if they can get that first goal.
Give it to her.
Some good movement coming in from Zabara, but she runs out of real estate as Brampton is trying to get the ball out of their own half. But Lewis will be able to try to continue this run on, as she was trying to play that one up towards Prejean up top. It gets taken away, but it will end up being an OSU throw-in. Players to look out for on both teams. Ottawa South United has Zabara with 31 goals on the OPDL season, so she'll be one of the players to keep an eye for. Top scorer on the Brampton side is Benikovic with 17 goals herself. There's Canton Leeton. Gonna spread that one out wide for Cesario. Costa making the run up. Good foot taken away by the midfield, and Brampton wants to go quickly the other way with it, as they're going to spread this one up top. Try to find their top scorer in Benikovic. They'll get kicked away for a throw-in. Now, for the first time in history of the event, Essential Charity has been chosen through a poll of almost 200 OPDL teams, probably selecting sick kids to be the beneficiary of 50% of the funds raised over the course of the weekend. If you're tuning in, please help us break last year's record of over $14,000 raised by donating, purchasing merchandise, or participating in the silent auctions, which features some awesome prizes such as the Canada Soccer National Team signed jersey. Simply click on the QR code that will appear throughout the broadcast, such as right now, and you could get towards the donation page. Good pass down the line, but their Ottawa attacker wasn't able to turn, but she will be able to pick the ball right back up as it falls nicely towards her foot for Sabara. She's going to lay it off towards Lafranche, and Ottawa will knock it around this near side of the field. There's Douglas. Back for Canton Leeton. Some good pressure there from the Brampton attacker, as it's going to be a foot race going after this one, and winning that one will be the Brampton defender on the far side. And Sepe will look to hit it off first time up the field towards Benikovic. She's going to look for some support. She's got a teammate making a run down the left side, and she will play it towards her in Elinas. Elinas gets around the defender. She gets knocked down, and the referee will point to the penalty mark, as Elinas got tripped up as she was trying to drive her way towards the goal, and the leg of Douglas collided with the striking Elinas, and it's an early opportunity for Brampton Soccer Club, as they will get a penalty kick. Looks like the player coming up to take this one will be Lily Jameson, 6 goals on the OPDL season. And she puts it into the bottom corner. A perfect dream start for Brampton Soccer Club as they get on a great counterattack run. They're able to get it towards their striker in Benikovic, and she held up her run long enough to get some support in Elenas. Elenas continued her run towards the goal, got tripped up, and Jameson buries her penalty right into the bottom corner. And it's a Brampton Soccer Club 1, Ottawa South United 0 in this girls under 14 OPDL Gary Miller Charity Shield. But plenty of time left to go in here in this one. But we were saying how important that first goal will be for Brampton. And we'll see how both teams will adjust after getting that goal, as you expect to see the tempo start to raise a little bit, where Ottawa's going to try and give everything they can to try to tie this game right up. But here's the goal scorer. There's Jameson with a good run coming down the flank. She'll get shut down by Lewis, and Lewis will clear it aside for throw-in. The Canadian Premier League, on behalf of its Ontario-based member clubs, Forge FC, York United FC, and Atletico Ottawa, are also premier partners of Ontario Soccer and co-presenting partners of the OPDL. For updates and more information, please go to canpl.ca. And no, they are currently in their playoffs as well on their season, so make sure to check those games out as we see a good battle going out in towards the midfield. And there's the player who set up that goal. It was Benikovic, and she was going to try to make a run down the line, but shifting over will be Canton Leeton, and she'll clear it aside. But some good pressure coming in early from this Brampton Soccer Club team, really utilizing this near side of the field early and trying to put the pressure, utilizing some speed on what is a cold morning here in Vaughan. Nice little 1-2. Having Colangelo cross this one in. It's going to continue to bounce around as far as Jameson. Choi didn't get a good touch on that pass. She was hoping to get it back towards her defense. And this is going to allow Ottawa to go quickly the other way, as Zabara is going to send this one forward. And it's going to be a touch, but it's going to be offside, getting called against Lafrange. And the Ottawa bench does not agree with that one, as they thought Lafrange was able to stay on side. As we'll take a look on the replay, just the poor back pass there allows Zabara a good heads up to play it through towards Lafrange. And you can see her right here trying to take a look at the timing. And it looks like Lafrange possibly was a step ahead of just the camera angle. Doesn't make it the best on that one, but it was a good finish regardless for Olivia. And she'll look to try and see if she can continue to get another opportunity. But a good response for OSU on the counter, as it's Elenas once again carrying it right off the kickoff. She finds Benikovic, and that one will deflect off of the Brampton striker and out for a goal kick. Pretty frantic opening 8 minutes here in this one. We've seen a lot of the game so far, especially yesterday, utilizing those opening few minutes to get a feel for one another. Played a little bit slow, but these two teams, they're going full pedal to the metal. They're showcasing what they have and giving it all they got on the pitch.
Out of girl, Audrey. Good hustle. Our ball. Black ball.
Comes a throw in towards the player who just had that opportunity a moment ago, Lafrange. She's not able to turn around as she has two red jerseys right behind her, as you get a little bit of a scramble going on. But Brampton will be the team that comes out with this ball. Sachkovsky will work with a Barif as they'll switch it towards this near side of the field towards Jameson. She's able to pass this one up towards Elenas. We've seen Elenas turn on the speed down the line, and she cuts it towards the middle, finds Benikovic. Good vision from the striker as she gets it now over towards Sed. Brampton's showcasing some good ball control, but runs out of space. There is Sepe, as it'll be hit up first time up the field towards Zabara, and Zabara, you can see why she has scored so many goals this season. Very comfortable with the ball. And she's looking for some options as she's waiting right now for some support. And she's trying to do it herself here as Zabara. She gets through the first attacker. Still going as Zabara. She got to lay it off once you make that first initial move. She had that option towards her right, and as Douglas made her run up the field to try and see if she can join her onto the attack, and didn't play the pass off, and that allowed enough time for Brampton to be able to block it. As we see a cross coming in the other way, now we have a run coming in through on goal for Brampton, and it's into the bottom corner. A brilliant switch towards the far side of the field, and Vanessa Sepe buries it towards the bottom corner, and it's a brilliant start for this Brampton Soccer Club, as that one was just past the outstretched leg of Cesario, who couldn't block that through ball. She sent in Vanessa Sepe on towards the goal, and she puts that one perfectly into the bottom corner. No chance for Smith and goal, and just 10 minutes into the game, it's 2-0 Brampton over Ottawa South United. Definitely not the scoreline you probably could have imagined at the start of this game. That's what happens when you put the top of the East and the top of the West, though. You can see some great gameplay, and although it's 2-0 now, can't count out this Ottawa team.
Brampton goal scored by number 11, Vanessa Sepe.
There's Cesario with this one. She's going to kick this one up into the air towards the midfield, as Costa will lay this one back off towards the Cesario. Trying to play this one down the line for Sabara. It's just going to be a little bit too far away from her, but Brampton going to take the safe play there. I think Sachkovsky was waiting for that one to roll its way out, hoping that one would have enough muster. She realized it didn't have enough, but those situations maybe could have just kicked it off of the oncoming opponent and got themselves a throw-in, but instead they will forfeit it over towards Ottawa. We'll switch it towards this near side of the field for Douglas. Finds Zabara, nice little cut. She's able to play that pass off towards Lafranche. Lafranche has an option towards the right, sees it. Lewis cuts it back towards the middle, and that cross, unfortunately, was behind her two Ottawa players, and Brampton's going to try to go quickly the other way. Kira towards the second goal scorer in Sepe. Sepe sees Elenas making a run towards the middle, and it bounces off of her foot and ricochets it towards Kira. You can see, though, with Zabara, very tough to knock off the ball, very comfortable with that ball under her feet, as she irritated the attack for Brampton long enough to allow her Ottawa teammates to get back into position. Today's OPDL Gary Miller Charity Shield action is fueled by Gatorade, scientifically formulated so you never stop competing. Karadakis hitting this one forward towards Costa. Costa will get a deflection off of her foot, but it goes all the way to Brampton's Sepe, who finds it up towards Kira. She wasn't able to continue that pass up the line, as it's going to continue around in towards the midfield for Jameson. Taking no chances there was the Ottawa defender. Douglas will clear that one out for a throw-in. As a little bit of that frantic pace you saw in the opening few minutes, it's starting to relax itself a little bit as the players gave out the initial sprints right now, but Benikovic is going to strike that one from range, and a comfortable catch for Smith, as she's able to see that one the entire way through. Long ball up the field for Zabara. She's going to leave that one up for Costa, and Ottawa's trying to go quickly right off of the goalkeeper's kick as they try to play it up towards their striker in Lafranche. Lafranche fighting for it, but a good foot coming in there from the defense of Brampton, as it will be said who will be carrying this one up the field. Said gets it over towards Sepe, and she just can't reach that one on her right foot, as they'll go out for the throw on the far side. This is our first of 4 matches that will be going on here today. Following this match, we'll be having the girls under 16, and then the boys under 16 and 14 divisions will round out our day here on this Sunday in Vaughan. Sad going to play this one up towards Kira. She gets it over towards Sepe, who's going to try to carry this one towards the middle of the field. Badnikovic with a good run pushes her way through the defender. She's going to drive herself towards that penalty area, but strong defensive play there from the Ottawa defender. She's able to poke it away, but it's going to lead to a corner kick for the Brampton team, which Jameson's going to come over and take. But some strong defending coming in there from Winter, not allowing the striker for Brampton to continue that run towards the penalty area. As they take a look here, a lot of people trying to stay warm here, standing up, shaking themselves around as they put a little 1-2 off the cross, and that ball is free, but Smith will be able to find it. I don't think Badnikovic was able to get a touch onto that one. I think it deflected off of a Ottawa defender, and it rolled up nicely for the goalie to collapse onto that loose ball. If you're Ottawa right now, you're looking to try to get some positive momentum, challenge the goalkeeper a little bit, find one good play to go in towards the first quarter break. As this one could be a potential here as Lafranche is coming out, but getting to it first will be Murchie. Murchie will be able to hit this one up the field. Good job there from the goalkeeper, getting to that through ball first as Zabara again, showcasing some good footwork. But that's going to be the tricky thing for Sabara. You could see that Brampton is expecting it, and Brampton immediately put 2 or 3 players surrounding that Ottawa striker. So as soon as she got to that ball, yes, she can beat 1, maybe 2 of the players, but it'll be very difficult to get around all 3 of them. So Zabara, her key is going to be making that first move, getting around the first player, then look to distribute it. As the referee probably I was expecting the advantage to be continued to be called there, but I think because Lafranche stopped and looked towards the referee when she got the ball, the referee blew it dead here for a free kick.
That's your header coming in.
Winter coming up to take, waiting for one more player to join in. Has a couple of open players on that far post, and she's going to aim for that far post area as it's going to hit off the head of Barif last, and it's going to go for a corner kick for Ottawa. But this is the type of movement they want to see here from this Ottawa South United team going towards the end of this first quarter. They need a little bit of a spark, a little bit of a good chance, good movement here as it gets set up for this corner kick. Players are lined up all towards the far post. This is zonal marking for Brampton, as this one's going to get towards the top of the penalty area. The shot there from Zabara is going to get blocked, as Winter's going to be able to pick up this ball. Winter going to try to play across. That one gets blocked as well. And it's another corner kick for Ottawa. Again, it's not a man-to-man marking system off the corner kick. Brampton's sticking to that zonal, just surrounding their bodies around that goal area, leaving the penalty area quite open. As this cross gets nicely looped in, but getting to it first will be Elenas, as Ottawa's going to try and see if they can get here on the second ball. Good fake, gets around one player, gets around 2 players, continue to drive. That shot takes a deflection, but Murchie will be able to make the grab. Good individual run there coming in from Costa, getting around a couple players, jumping at the fake shots, and got herself a little bit closer towards the goal. But the defender, Barif, just got the leg out there to shut down any momentum coming from that shot. Prejean towards Zabara. Zabara gets tripped up there. Coming in from Colangelo. And it's going to lead towards a free kick in a very close area.
Crash the net, girl.
Some good last-minute momentum coming out here. Let's take a look towards the replay of Clancher just getting the foot in front of the Ottawa striker. As you're in a range right here, I think you could really try to test the goalkeeper. As you have a look as well, it's going to be one additional minute. As this one's going to get chipped up and just over the crossbar. A little bit too high there from Winter. Had the right idea. She tried to go over the wall towards that top corner and just got a little bit too much under it. As you look at the replay, but it looks like Murchie had that one covered the entire way through as she was watching that one as it goes for a goal kick. See here, the Ottawa fans not too happy with that call there. But they will be able to get the ball right off of the free kick. Ottawa South United's finding a different movement here. And like I said, sometimes that's all it takes, a little bit of that spark. And that's some confident goalkeeping as well from Murchie. Saw that cross coming in, knew it wasn't going to be any trouble. She allows that one to hit off of the post and gets herself out for a goal kick. Myself personally, if I saw that one, I would have started to panic a little bit. If I saw one, just, okay, believe that's going to hit off the post, as we had a hard collision between a couple players. Looked like they could have bonked heads there, but that will whistle down the end of the first quarter of this Girls Under 14 Gary Miller Charity Shield. As it's going to be Brampton Soccer Club 2, Ottawa South United 0. Jameson and Sepe have the 2 goals. As we take a look at the stats in the first quarter, those 3 shots on target, 2 of them found the back of the net, but Ottawa started to pour it on late in the first quarter, and we'll have to see if they will be able to continue that going into towards the second quarter. Ontario Soccer values fair play, and we share this common passion with our partners from Respect and Sport, the leading e-learning platform for the prevention of bullying, abuse, harassment, and discrimination. Learn more about their programs and start your Respect education journey today at respectgroupinc.com. And of course, this weekend also marks the long-awaited, hotly contested season finale for the Under 14, Under 15, Under 16, and Under 17 age groups, as well as the 4th annual edition of this competition after it was renamed in honor of former Ontario Soccer Director of Soccer Operations, Gary Miller, in 2021. As a friend, mentor, coach to many generations of Ontario soccer participants, Gary was a pioneer of the modernization of soccer in Canada and a staunch advocate for long-term player, coach, and match official development. Going to take a look here on the first quarter highlights here between these two teams, which looked like it was all Brampton in the opening 10 minutes of the game, but again, as that quarter started to get into it, took that one nice little play coming in from Costa, and that started to rally the team from Ottawa a little bit stronger, where they had a couple corner kicks to finish off the first quarter.
I can see. Was it on or off? No, she was on. She was on right here. She was on. Because she was bending and the ball was going like this. And the second was just a
So first we had, of course, that penalty kick goal. Elenos with a great run. Got tripped up by the defender. Jameson, very confident penalty. Smith gets sent going the wrong way. Continued on here where that through ball just couldn't be reached by the OSU defender. Found its way in towards Sepe. Smith did a great job coming out of her goal, shut down the angle, but it was perfectly placed towards the bottom corner. And there you see that nice little run coming in from Costa. Got through a couple players. Her shot did take a deflection, and it was able to be caught there, but the momentum started to get built from there. Just going to have a couple minute break here as we finish off this first quarter break. We'll be back with the second quarter action here momentarily.
Try, but I can't hide it from you, 'cause I can't wait for you.
The OPDL will bring a true high-performance, standards-based league to Ontario for the very first time.
The creation of the OPDL is one of the most important initiatives in OSA history. Much more than simply a league, the OPDL will become a centerpiece of our entire high-performance pathway.
It's about developing players that are technically proficient, innovative, creative, confident, and just good people as well.
The OPDL program is working. It's providing heightened opportunity for Ontario's top players, but also top coaches and match officials as well. The system of Ontario soccer has benefited immensely from not only the standards, but the culture that's been enshrined in the game here through the OPDL.
So we need to keep challenging ourselves, poking and prodding ourselves to grow, because that's what a true high-performance culture is.
It's the only way you can actually move forward with quality environments, quality people, delivering every day what needs to be delivered to those keen kids that want to excel.
And welcome back to the Zankin Automotive Soccer Center here in Vaughan, Ontario for second quarter action in the Girls Under 14 OPDL Gary Miller Charity Shield. It is 2-0 for Brampton Soccer Club over Ottawa South United. Both teams looking towards their benches here to make some substitutes to see if they can either continue their strong start or see if they can battle back in this game, as it will still remain Brampton Soccer Club in the red, going from your right to your left, and in the all-black will be Ottawa South United. Entering the game for Brampton Soccer Club, we saw Josie Antelope and Anam Chowdhury were the two players coming into the game for Brampton Soccer Club. For Ottawa South United, entering will be Lily Byers, May Ilias, and number 13, that is Dalia Princiota. So 3 new fresh faces for Ottawa. As it's right away, though, going to be Brampton onto the attack, but Benikovic couldn't get that run to go any further, as Cannon Leighton did a great job stopping 2 incoming players, but Ottawa can't get this ball out of their own half here early. And that's going to be key here for Brampton, knowing right before that break, Ottawa probably wasn't hoping for that whistle to end the first quarter, as they had a good bout of momentum towards the Brampton goal. And that break, I think, sort of dissipated that a little bit and allowed Brampton for some time for the coaches to have to discuss that and see what they can make some changes, as Chowdhury will be able to keep this one in on this near side of the field. Gets it towards the midfield. There's Antelope. Gets it poked away from her, and now Zabara is going to try to carry it up the field, going the other way for Ottawa, but staying strong with her was Sachkovsky, and she'll be able to eventually poke that one free away from the Ottawa striker. It's Colangelo. Into the back there for Sed. Sed's going to play a through ball in for Benikovic, and it's going to be a foot race between her and Winter. Benikovic will get the shot away, but it was at a bit of an awkward angle as that one continued to run through, and it'll go out for a goal kick. Benikovic and Winter continuing their battle they had going on in the first half. And it continues, first quarter, and it continues here in the second. Pass from LaFranche. She puts the hands on the head immediately as soon as she let that one go. She knows she kicked that one straight towards Sed. As that one ricocheted and hit the face of the Brampton player, but she gets back up onto her feet. She's going to be okay. That was a tough one to take from that close range as Ottawa tried to go quickly utilizing Zabara, but that ball slid under her foot.
Let's go.
Murchie's clearance as she tried to find Sed on the near side. Sed wasn't able to track that one down, as Ottawa will be able to try to utilize this opportunity to get themselves towards the Brampton goal, but it doesn't work out for them. And now quickly coming through as Chowdhury, as Brampton comes again through this near side. They've really utilized this near side of the field quite a bit in that first quarter, and it continues here early in the second as Benikovic has a good run going through, but that shot just needed a little bit more power to try to settle Smith, and Smith did well to make that catch. Hearing some encouragement coming out from the Ottawa players trying to say, come on, put the heads up, keep going, keep driving. Got to make sure in these type of moments, got to keep the positive vibes going. Down 2 goals, but again, a lot of the game still to be played here. You can't start thinking that we need 2 goals. Look for 1 and then build up from there, and here comes an opportunity as you have a foot race, but Sed comes all the way over from her right fullback position, and she's able to cut down that incoming run. Good job there from Sed, as they're going to leave this time for the player to come back all the way over to take this throw-in, but she recognized that the striker was coming through, sprinted all the way across, and was able to block that opportunity. It's a good heads-up play from the defender. Putting some pressure there on Byers. She'll go all the way back towards Smith and goal, and they're going to reset here with Winter. She'll play this one out wide for Cesario, and she'll return this one towards Winter again. Cesario and Winter just looking for some options in the midfield. Didn't get the presented, and Ottawa just needs a little bit more off the ball movement right now coming in from the midfield. Have to find somebody to play that pass off to move himself up the field. Side gonna put this one through the middle of the field. Can't get by the midfielder, but it's gonna ricochet its way towards Colangelo, and she'll spread this one out wide towards Chowdhury. Chowdhury first time in towards the newly introduced player, that's Antelope, and she gets it poked aside, and it'll be a corner kick, though, coming in for Brampton Soccer Club. Had one in the first quarter, and it was a very good one and a very dangerous area just on the edge of that goal area, and ricocheted off of an Ottawa player towards the goalkeeper Smith, but they continue to play crosses off that, off set pieces. They're going to achieve themselves some success. So unlike Brampton, this is more of a man-to-man marking system outcoming here for OSU. As here comes the corner kick towards that near post. Winter will be able to put that one, but she clears it right towards the corner kick taker, who tries to take a little bit of a longer touch to put that one back into pressure. And some good job there from Winter, able to poke that free as Ottawa is trying to go quickly the other way, but Kira will get held by the defense of Pringiota, and it will lead towards a free kick. Comes the kick from Choi, headed on there from Benikovic. I think she was trying to direct that one on towards the goal. It almost ended up being a run there, as looks like the coaching staff for Brampton was hoping for that near post run. So telling Chowdhury, continue the run. Don't stop as if you're seeing that ball get played in. Continue to drive forward. So if it does get flicked on, you're in the right position.
Why are you trying to pass to this player when she's got someone on? That's 3 now. When it comes comes, there's no option here because they're over committee. Come in here, yes?
Comes throwing towards the midfield. Good turn there coming from Elias. As she's looking for some options in towards the midfield. Had a bunch of right jerseys around her, and she smartly goes backwards with it. As now they hit this one up towards Lafrange. Lafrange, though, is immediately met by Barif, and Barif, though, can't hit this one away, as Lafrange now has some space to carry this one towards the middle of the field, but her pass can't find Zabara. Cesario, though, trying to put this one right back in towards the pressure, but it gets interception, and now we have a 4-on-3 break the other way for Brampton. As Sepe, who got the second goal, is coming in with some speed. She's going to leave it off towards Benikovic, and she's forced to go backwards, and that's going to allow the Ottawa players to get themselves back into position. Standing in strong, West Patriota, she'll be able to get that one free and win her team a throw-in. Have a good look on that replay there. Benikovic just poking that ball away from the Ottawa player for the throw-in. As Cesario is going to get another opportunity to throw this one in a little bit further down the field. So reaching the 29th minute mark in the second quarter of this Girls Under 14 OPDL Gary Miller Charity Shield. It is Brampton Soccer Club 2, Ottawa South United 0 so far. As you have a little bit of back and forth going on right now, it's finally settled in by Ilias. Spread that one out wide towards Byers. She tried to leave that one on towards Lafrange, but Barif was able to stand strong as her pass goes towards Murchie. Murchie didn't get a big clearance onto that one, however, but it will be found in towards the back line by Colangelo, and she'll utilize her players in space to move this ball up the field. Byers, she'll be able to get to this one first, and she's going to try to utilize some speed to going with the long touches there. And Barif, smart play right there. When you see a player coming in with full speed, just deflect it off of them. They can't adjust themselves, and it's going to ricochet off of Byers and out for a goal kick as we have substitution coming up for Brampton. It will be Delilah Benikovic coming out of the game, and Abby Elenas will return into the game. So Elenas, the player who made that run to lead towards that first goal on the penalty kick, got herself a little bit of a breather there, and she'll come back out here on the field for Benikovic. So it looks like Antelope will shift herself over, as she'll be the lead striker. So you have a little bit of a confusion here with the referee. And we'll get the play restarted here with a drop ball. Canada Soccer's men's national team will return to Toronto next month as it hosts the home leg of its 2024-2025 CONCACAF Nations League quarterfinal series on Tuesday, November the 19th at BMO Field as they take on Suriname. Secure your seats for this massive match via CanadaSoccer.com and support Canada as the journey towards the 2026 FIFA World Cup continues. And you can hear the crowd for the Ottawa team starting to pick up a little bit, trying to cheer them on as they drive themselves towards the goal. As they have another clearance here coming out from the Brampton defense. That back line, Sachkovsky and Barif, being very strong in those two center back positions. Haven't allowed much to get through those two of them. As Zabara is forced to have to do some individual magic to try and see if she can get by them. Byers has that one skip over her foot. And Chowdhury will have time to come back and chase it. And Byers putting up. She did not touch that one. And it will lead for an Ottawa throw-in. Cesario in towards the midfield. That one goes right between the two Ottawa midfielders, and it's a counterattack again with Elinas. Seen her put on some good speed, but some fresh legs coming out here for the Ottawa team, able to poke that ball away as it goes itself out for thrown. Pregame doing well to poke that ball away from the surging Elinas, and she'll be able to win that one immediately off the throw as well for Pregame. Hits it up first time towards Lafrange. Lafrange just loses it under her feet, and Barifo as well had the same thing happen to her, as it ends up being a throw-in for Ottawa, which will be thrown in immediately towards the midfield. Lafrange in for Pregame. Try to stretch the leg out to see if she can get to that one. They'll go as far now as the OSU defensive line. That's a hard trip there. Unfortunate for Pregame. Check that was Karadakis. As the Brampton player tried to cut inside, and the trailing leg of Karadakis struck the Brampton player for the free kick. But you got the two central midfielders for Ottawa South United, both in the bright pink boots. As the strikers for Ottawa South United look towards the bench right now, getting some extra coaching instruction. The Brampton's going to continue on to the attack here with Kira. Finds Asepe, returns it towards Kira. She sees a defender making a run up, plays it towards Sed, who tried to return it towards Kira, but Kira stopped her run. And that's going to give enough time for Smith to be able to come out of her goal and collect the loose ball. Here's Zabara with it once again. Able to leave it off towards Pregame. As Pregame with the right idea, try to continue that run on towards Elias. It's just a touch too heavy, but she had to put the pace on it to get it through the Brampton defense. So coming in with the right ideas there is the midfield, as they're trying to find those avenues in towards the Brampton half. That one skips its way through the midfield. Zabara will be able to be fortunate to have that one fall towards her as we see a shot from distance and not missing the goal by much. May Ilias picking up the shot and was going towards the near post, and it just snuck right by. It looked like the goalkeeper had that one covered, but still a very good chance there for Ottawa South United, and they're looking to try and see if they can pull one back before the end of the second quarter. That one looked like it might have struck the hands. Yes, it did. Oh, never mind. Sounds like, I guess it was the crowd showcasing the whistles. Sorry, I thought I heard the whistle there. So it'll be a throw-in as it continues out here for the defense. As you see, Zabara once again trying to do it all herself in towards that midfield. Unlucky there as the Brampton player tripped over the assistant referee trying to keep that one in play. As they'll play a little 1-2 off the throw, and Cesario will kick this one up the field. Zabara trying to get it through, can't get through Sachkovsky, but might get a second opportunity as Karadakis is going to sneak this one by. Elias is through again. Elias trying to go with Zachkovsky, though, will be able to poke that one away. Not cleared away just yet, as here comes a shot from range, and I think that player would have been offside and Byers. The shot coming in from Karadakis will go straight towards Murchie. And once again, as you get towards the later parts of the quarter, Ottawa starts to find themselves a little bit of a second gear. Just have to find a way to make that consistent if they want to find themselves back in towards the game. Good job from Zabara. Dropped back from her striker position in towards the midfield, trying to do it all herself here. As Pregame tries to play it up towards Byers. Can't find her, but might get herself an opportunity here on the second chance. Instead, she's going to play this one towards the middle for Lafrange, who tries a shot. That one's going to get saved and a little bit of a slight rebound. But the Ottawa player wasn't able to get there in time, as Murchie was able to recover to collect the loose ball before a second chance could get put in through. But the Ottawa crowd's starting to make some noise. They realize, okay, the chances are coming. Try to urge the ladies on. The Brampton coaching staff telling them keep pushing, keep going, don't let them get into it. They want them to find that second pace now, and they're charging themselves in towards the Ottawa half, as Elenas is going to carry this one in towards the middle. They'll leave that for Colangelo as it returns it towards Elenas. Chattery can't get by Byers, and Byers is going to first time this one up the field, as Sachkovsky is that lone player back, and she'll be able to get to that ball first, but her clearance will go straight back towards Byers. Sachkovsky taking the safe play. She'll clear it outside. Another throw now coming. Ottawa continues to get themselves closer and closer towards this Brampton goal, as they'll look to try and see if they can continue here with Elias off the throne. Elias with a good turn. Gets herself in towards the penalty area, but a good foot there from Barry finds that ball, and she'll be able to poke that one away. Zabara. Good step over, has the option on the right. Did she stand outside? No, she did not. Lafrange was trying to toe that line. Saw her space towards the right, and it's going to get called back for a free kick. Ontario Soccer is thrilled to once again collaborate with Circle K, the Canadian convenience store industry leader, as a premier partner in support of grassroots soccer across the province. Whether to fuel up before a big game or after hard practice, Circle K is your thirst stop. Visit CircleK.com to find convenience stores near you. As I look towards, I'm not too sure if there was indicated just yet, but probably a single minute, I would imagine, of a additional time here in the second quarter. Hasn't really been many stoppages. So Ottawa, again, it seems like in a moment here, they're getting the momentum right now, and they don't want this quarter to end. They want to be able to keep pushing. Karadakis. Pregame. Can't have enough time for that extra attack, as that will finish the second quarter in this girls under 14 OPDL Gary Miller Charity Shield. As it's going to be Brampton Soccer Club 2, Ottawa South United 0. As you saw, some more of the shots are starting to come in forward for this Ottawa South United team, but they just need to see if they can challenge the goal of Amelia Murchie a little bit more in this third quarter. Both TFC and CPL are vital aspirational destinations along the talented pathway. TFC, through its TFC Academy, is a pinnacle club soccer destination for aspiring professional male soccer players in our province. And the CPL, as Canada's top-tier men's domestic professional league, represented Ontario by its member clubs Forge FC, York United FC, and Let's Go Ottawa, provides important development opportunities for 150 Canadian players, many of whom have come from Ontario. And of course, today's Gary Miller Charity Shield is fueled by Gatorade with a proven blend of carbs and electrolytes. Gatorade is scientifically formulated so you never stop competing. Just going to have ourselves, of course, a little bit of a break here, and we'll be back with the third quarter action here very shortly.
I had a dream. I got everything I want. And if I'm being honest, it might have been a nightmare to anyone.
Then when Jordan is bigger, we'll implant this device in his chest. And if necessary, it can reactivate the heart.
How was your days, guys? Good.
Dad, I got it. This is interesting.
If I could change the way that you see yourself.
If you could have any superpower on the field, what would it be?
I think it would be super speed so I can get to the ball quicker.
Crazy speed. Fast, yeah. Probably just like really fast speed. I feel like I'm losing it. Like, just be super speedy.
Got this.
I want telekinesis so I can make the ball go into the other net. Not cheating if they give it to you.
What's the most memorable goal you've ever scored and how did it feel?
My most memorable goal would probably be my first ever goal because it was just like the environment, it was amazing. Like celebrating with my team was great.
I don't know. I guess maybe today's goal. That was quite memorable. I think it was a good one.
I'm not sure. I don't score very often.
Scored in our tournament once.
Yeah, that was a really good goal.
Yeah.
Top corner. That was a good one. What's your biggest goal for this season?
To win a tournament.
I guess just to score goals and have fun.
Yeah, I agree on that one.
Yeah? Okay.
For me, my soccer journey in OPDL started with Markham FC. At the time, I played for Pickering, but I had moved to Markham to play there. I played in there for a couple of years, had a lot of joy there, did really well with the team. The team was really good.
The OPDL provided the environment for real elite class players to play against each other consistently, and so that definitely helped Jade to raise her game and to become the player that she is today.
It allowed her to develop to her potential and also be visible. Everyone knew about Jade. When you're in the OPDL program and you're good, people are going to know. It's set up to identify those players.
And welcome back to the Zenkin Automotive Soccer Center here in Vaughan, Ontario for the third quarter of action in this girls under 14 OPDL Gary Miller Charity Shield. Going in towards the break in the first 40, it was Brampton Soccer Club picking up 2 early goals from Jameson and Sepe, and that's what separates them as they lead 2-0 over Ottawa South United. The teams have switched sides as they're ready to continue on here with the second half of play. It's now going to be Ottawa South United in the all-black going from your right to your left, and in the red is Brampton Soccer Club going from your left to your right. Some substitutions at the halftime break entering the game for Brampton Soccer Club. Delilah Bednikovic returns back to the field, as does Lily Jameson. And for Ottawa South United, returning to the game is Audrey Costa and Jasmine Lewis. And entering the game for the first time is Zara Northrope. There's Northrope right there, able to win that ball right back as she's looking to try to play it off towards the midfield. And that's going to be the goal for OSU. Find that second gear that you're finding towards the end of the quarters. Find that right off the initial start of this third quarter. Princiota can't get any further. And we got a run coming up here with Kira. Kira will eventually get that one poked away from her by Lewis. And it's only thrown around midfield for Chowdhury. She has switched sides. She was over on the left back position. And it looks like she shifted herself more towards the right wing as the Brampton player for this third quarter. Another opportunity off of the throw-in once again, as this one gets cleared aside. Just a reminder for those just tuning in right now, simply keep an eye on for the QR code that will appear throughout the broadcast to get towards the donation page, or you can purchase merchandise or participate in the great items in the silent auction, such as Can PL jersey, signed merchandise from players like Lorenzo Insigne and the national team star players as well. As OSU will just grab a new ball, and Lewis will look to try and see if she can find some players to throw this one in towards. Choi will pick this one up back towards Barif. She's under some pressure though, and it will force the clearance to be halted momentarily as this one goes all the way back towards the Merchant goal, and she'll utilize the far side of the field as Jameson, the player who took the first goal off the penalty kick, will look to try and clear it up the field for Brampton, as got to start to have a little bit of a wind start to pick up here in Vaughan. Shouldn't affect the play too much, however, but something to keep in mind out for the players. Bednikovic, she has Kira towards her right, but she withstands the first challenge, and now she'll lay it off towards Kira and towards the near corner. Kira is trying to drive her way through and just lost the balance as she tried to continue her run, as Princiota is able to come over and clear this ball aside. Good battle towards the midfield, and Princiota will look to play this ball up the field towards Ilyas. Ilyas did a good job coming on as a substitute. Got herself involved in a couple attacks towards that Brampton goal. She'll look to try and see if she can continue that here, as we see Elenas driving herself towards the penalty area, but she runs out of space as she gets towards that goal line and is forced to try to attempt to cross it. As Ilyas now the other way for Ottawa. She runs in towards Choi, and Choi's trying to split between both of the midfielders. She can't continue to go forward as Ilyas gets pushed off of the ball, and the referee will see that one, and it'll go here for a free kick for Ottawa South United, and Bednikovic will get a warning there from the referee not to do that one again. Nice pass towards the right side. Finds Zabara. Zabara tries to push her way through. Barif, though, holds her ground. And she'll be able to kick this one up the field. Again, those two center backs for Brampton have been very difficult to beat. And could be a chance going the other way as Kira carries this ball forward. Kira gets through the first defender, but shifting over in time will be Byers. She'll shut down that first attack, but they're going to have to deal with Kira once again here. She's by herself, though, and that's going to be an easy clearance away there for Canton Leeton towards the midfield. Kira being busy here the last couple minutes, and finally the Ottawa players will just clear this one aside for a throw-in. As they play it back towards Kira. Choi. Benikovic, tough pass there. Ilias was reading that one before that pass was even played, and she's able to get herself in between that pass, but she was not able to continue that play forward for OSU as Elenas is going to go for a run. She's going to leave this one up forward. It's Kira. Kira's going to go for goal, and Smith is able to take a step towards her left and catch that one off the bounce. It's going to deflect off the body of the Ottawa defender, and Kira once again with the ball. You can see she needs a little bit of a second there, having to do a lot of sprints here in these last few minutes as Kira. As Elenis will find the ball on her feet. She'll try to spread this one out wide towards Benikovic.
Get in there, LJ. Get in there, LJ.
As Benikovic tried to pull that one back. Unlucky, though, she pulled it off her left foot, and will go out for a goal kick. As the Bank of Soccer, with decades investing in soccer programming at all levels, BMO is committed to growing the game and increasing gender equity in soccer and beyond. We are thrilled to collaborate with BMO as the lead partner of Ontario Soccer's gender equity and empowerment efforts, including the innovative BMO Girls Play On initiative. Got a foot race coming in on the left side. Princiota trying to get to that one. She will be able to reach that one, but Chowdhury will be able to poke that one immediately aside, and it'll lead to a throw-in, but deep in towards the Brampton half. Finds Elias, and that clearance will go as far as Zabara. Brajean can't control that pass, however, as Brampton's going to try to clear it away towards this near side. Jameson. Elenas making a run down the side, and she'll be able to kick it off of the foot of Byers and out for a throw-in. Both teams' fans are getting loud, though, cheering on their team, as they're urging their team to either continue to push themselves forward or try to get one back in this one. As Kira for Brampton's going to carry this one over midfield. She'll leave it back towards Choi. Sad with time, can't return it towards Choi, and Choi has a lot of space here through the middle. Choi's having to look towards goal and hesitated a little bit, and that little bit of hesitation was all it was needed for Ottawa to poke that free, and they're going to try to go quickly on a counterattack the other way as Hachkovsky's clearance will go back towards the corner, and Ilias will be able to pick up this ball. Now she's by herself up there, waiting for her Ottawa players to get towards the penalty area. And Jameson will be able to find it, as she'll be able to kick this one up the line. And now here comes Brampton trying to go the other way themselves. It's a great through ball played there from Elenas towards Benikovic. Benikovic with the left-footed effort, and that one will go right across the goal area and out for a goal kick. End-to-end gameplay there, folks, as it was a good run coming in from the two strikers on either half as they try to get themselves toward the team's goals. Winter is able to play that one throughout the middle of the field towards Lewis as she'll look towards Princiota. Zabara will first time that pass towards the right side, as heading it on there will be Barif to allow Jameson to kick that one up towards Elinas, who's had herself a good game as Elinas. Some good individual runs down that left flank, but most impressively, she's found some great through balls towards her striker and Bednikovic. Zabara, she does well there, and here she comes through the middle. She's going to try to get Princiota to continue her run down the side, but shifting her body weight in front of the ball was Barif, as Sachkovsky's first clearance will ricochet off of the Ottawa player, and that's going to allow Zabara to get another opportunity to go for a shot, as she went for the near post, but that one will go wide, as it will be a double substitution upcoming here for Brampton Soccer Club, as Ella Colangelo will look to come back into the game, as well as the second goal scorer, Vanessa Sepe. Colangelo will come in for number 4, Alexis Choi, while Sepe will come in for Scarlett Kira. So 4 and 5 off, 6 and 11 on for Brampton. As teams make the substitutions, and we continue with Jameson down the left side, and the Ottawa coaching staff saying, where's the press? Got to be pushing faster. They can't be letting these Brampton players pass this ball out of their own half, and this ball will get picked up by Ottawa in midfield with Lewis. Lewis can't put that one through the middle. Karadakis for Elias. Elias, good job from her. She's pushing her way through. It runs in towards Jameson once again, and Jameson's shot will get blocked there. This is Zabara. She's running all over that midfield for Ottawa. She's shifted herself all the way towards the right side to win it back for her team. Pretty simple game so far here for the referees. Obviously, the one big call was the offside going against Lafranche, as she had her through ball get it called back from a goal to an offside. Otherwise, very competitive game between these two teams, but not as physical. Very clean game between these two teams so far, as a nice little chip and run continues here for Sepe, but Winter will come over and she'll clear this one aside. Chowdhury towards Sepe. Sepe tried to pull back. She wasn't able to, but Chowdhury will try and see if she can win it back for Brampton, but Lewis will be able to find that ball as she'll kick this one back towards the Brampton defense. Nice little 1-2 by Jameson, and that's going to be able to send Elinas onto a run down the left side. She's going to try to play across. That one gets blocked, but they might get a second opportunity here as carrying it forward is Antelope. Antelope slipped as she was trying to tee up for a shot, and unfortunately just lost the power because of that, and it was an easy roll there towards the goal of Smith. Sepe unable to turn there as Costa was with her. Costa, though, got her shoelace untied while doing that. So she's trying to fix that as her team moves the ball up the field. Little 1-2 from Princiota down to the right side as they try to cross this one in, but it's going to be a comfortable play for the Brampton keeper as that cross was played a little bit too close towards her. Getting towards the 55th minute mark here on this Girls Under 14 OPDL Gary Miller Charity Shield. Brampton Soccer Club scores 2 goals in the first quarter, which has them leading 2-0 over Ottawa South United in this morning's affair. Byers coming in here with the throw-in. We're going to play a little 1-2 off the throw, as it looks like Ottawa's going to try to switch it towards this near side. Saw there was no options out here. Good heads-up play there from Kenton Leeton. Seeing nothing on this side, so she'll return that one towards the far side. As Jameson does well to avoid that initial challenge, but her pass can't find Elenas. That throw-in, though, just goes by everybody right towards an open space, and Brampton will be able to pick this ball up with Sepe. She'll play it back towards Colangelo. Colangelo's looking for some options to play the ball towards, as her pass gets blocked, but it gets returned back towards Colangelo. We'll get a second opportunity to find Jameson. Antelope finds Colangelo. Elenas. Elenas and Jameson, a little miscommunication between both players as they are both going after that one. Unfortunately, Elenas will remain with possession of the ball, as this ball will bounce around the middle of the field. And Lewis does well to control that one as she sends in Zabara. Here comes a through ball in. Barif is there once again. Brampton defense, again, just been so strong on shutting down those through ball opportunities. As they try there on a second opportunity, but that one was just played a step too strong. A little step over fake from the goalkeeper, getting a little bit fancy there off the goal kick. And she'll just get another opportunity to do the goal kick here again. And probably take as much time as she can off the clock. They got themselves the lead, nothing to get themselves picked up on the pace here. But I'm seeing here now, Ottawa, they're pushing the players a little bit forward here, recognizing, okay, if you're going to play it short, we're going to try to make it difficult for you to get the ball out of your own half. But they do find themselves enough time. So maybe just got to be pushed a little bit further forward to prevent them from getting those passes out from towards their defense. Elenas has Jameson behind her. And she's going to try to take this one towards the middle, but she'll run in and towards Pregame. As Colangelo going to get called for the foul here. She'll kick this one off towards Winter, as the referee will ask Colangelo to step back. And here comes a long ball up the field from Winter. Lewis will be able to get to that one. Finds Pregame, but she gets dispossessed from Benikovic coming back, and she's the lone woman up the field, so she's going to try to drive herself towards the Ottawa defenders. Good job there from Benikovic, able to get her body in way of the ball, and it's going to end up being a red throw. As Byers thought she won herself the throw-in. But instead it will be a red Brampton throw instead. Zabara finds Lewis. Lewis trying to play this ball forward. But Barif is there once again. She'll play it back, and that looked like a pass back. There was a touch there from Barif, but it didn't look like he got noticed there. A little bit lucky on that one from Brampton. As Ottawa likely could have got an indirect kick there, but it looks like Brampton's going to go with an opportunity the other way. Good run coming in on the left side from Elenas. Elenas still driving herself towards that edge of the penalty area. See if she can play a cross in. That's going to bounce off the body of Costa. And finally, Prejean will be able to find it as she looks to kick this one up the field. As we're in added time here in this third quarter, so probably enough time for one more attack to go forward here for Zabara. And there is Barif to kick that one inside as there goes the whistle to end the third quarter of this Girls Under 14 OPDL Gary Miller Charity Shield. O'Neill Sportswear, they are a leading supplier globally to grassroots sport organizations and professional clubs alike with over 100 years of expertise, as they are Ontario Soccer's official soccer apparel, uniform, and equipment partner. For more information on their made-to-order personalized apparel and uniform solutions, visit O'Neills.com. O'Neill Sportswear, live for it. As we take a look on the stats to finish the third quarter, again, very even on the stats and corner kicks, fouls, those two offsides, one of them a very big one, as Ottawa had a goal called back for that one, and Brampton just with a couple extra shots on target. But the most important thing is that 2-0 in the middle. It was that penalty kick goal from Jameson, and Sepe with a brilliant finish, which led them towards that second goal. So we're going to head towards a little bit of a quick breather here, folks, and we'll turn here with the fourth quarter of play.
Everything, really. Celebrating that we finished a day of soccer. Having fun. Celebrating and doing lots of fun stuff.
My favorite part of today was seeing all the kids have so much fun from all the stuff that we learned.
Soccer.
I love the celebrations with the kids. They were awesome. Scoring goals is so much fun.
Scoring goals. Scoring goals. I liked passing around in a circle.
I loved coming up with cheers with the kids and also doing goal celebrations. Seeing the kids happy with just their beginning of their soccer careers, and I just think it's very cute.
My favorite part about today's event is seeing all the little kids just having fun, smiling, and the sun finally came out, so it was perfect for them to enjoy themselves.
The BMO Girls Play On experience was very inspirational to me. I really enjoyed watching the girls out there working hard, competing, but most importantly, expressing themselves, trying new things, not afraid to make mistakes, and through that process, they were learning, having fun, and creating like a sense of community.
Seeing how many girls were interested in taking the chance to coach, to be involved in soccer. Little players coming in, having lots of fun playing soccer, listen to the coaches, and most important, celebrating their goals and being happy with their friends.
The best thing about today, obviously, was girls smiling. The coaches did an absolutely fantastic job in the morning, all day. Happy smiles on faces for the players and coaches. That's it.
On hallowed fields where legends are born, a timeless bond between two pillars of passion have been forged. Ontario soccer, the heartbeat of Canadian soccer, and O'Neill's, custodian of tradition and innovation, stand shoulder to shoulder, ready to inspire and unite. With every stitch, every pass, every shared victory, we carve our names into history together, leaving a mark on the beautiful game.
Looking for your next car or need expert service? Number 7 Auto Mall has you covered. With hundreds of vehicles ready to drive, you can choose from top brands like Honda, Infiniti, Volkswagen, Toyota, Mazda, and Nissan. Whether it's finding your dream car or getting the best service, our team is here to make it happen at prices that fit your budget. Don't settle for less. Experience the difference at Number 7 Auto Mall today.
Would you rather play in pouring rain or scorching heat?
Pouring rain.
Probably scorching heat. Definitely the pouring rain.
Pouring rain.
Pouring rain because it's more fun and like a bit cooler.
Would you rather win a game with a last-minute goal or dominate the entire match with a comfortable lead?
Dominate the entire match with a comfortable lead.
Dominate the entire match.
Last-minute goal.
Dominate the entire match with... Maybe... What was the question? Last-minute goal.
Oh, that's a good question. Game-winning goal. All right, last one. Would you rather have the opportunity to play for your dream club or represent your country in the Olympics?
100% country in the Olympics.
Dream club team.
Represent my country in the Olympics.
Represent my country in the Olympics.
What? Don't. Yes, bro. Get out of here.
Represent my country in the Olympics.
That's what I would say too.
And welcome back to the Zenkin Automotive Soccer Center here in Vaughan, Ontario for fourth quarter action in this girls under 14 OPDL Gary Miller Charity Shield as Brampton Soccer Club lead 2-0 over Ottawa South United. Some more changes during the break. Re-entering the game, Alexis Choi and Scarlett Kira back in for Brampton Soccer Club as they are both substituted off during that third quarter. And Ottawa South United are re-entering Olivia Lafrange, Maya Herodakis, and Sofia Cesario back into the field to play. So almost back towards the starting 11 for both teams. As we start out this fourth quarter, both of the goals were scored in that first corner, and it's been a pretty even game past those few moments. We've seen momentum shifts on both teams. Besides those opening 10 minutes, which Brampton got full control of, these two teams have been fairly strong. It's been a huge battle in that midfield as both teams try to charge themselves toward the goals, but both defenses have found a way to remain strong since those opening 10 minutes. Comes a through ball here on towards the right side as he wasn't able to reach Byers, as Jameson will be able to pick this one up. Going through here in the middle for Zabara, as Kira now gets this one for Brampton. Coming through on the right side, good run here for Seppi. She drives away past the defense, and she just got a piece of that one with Smith. And just enough of the hand onto that one from Sophia Smith is able to direct that one onto the post as Vanessa Sepe almost got the clincher there as she tried to fire it over the goalkeeper. But a great job there from Smith, keeping her team alive with the fingertips of saves for the OSU keeper. Coming in through on the right side here as OSU is going to burst at some speed on the right side with Zabara. Zabara, nice little cutback as she gets inside the penalty area. Good ball in front. Try to find Lewis. But poking that ball away there was the Brampton midfield as Winter's going to try and see if she can put this one back in. Coming through over towards the left side, and that one's going to be too far away for LaFranche to get to, but she does get her team a throw-in as she's looking towards the referee's call there to confirm that. Again, this Brampton Soccer Club team got through towards this final with a 3-2 victory over Ottawa TFC, so going to be battling the two Ottawa teams in the semifinals and the finals. And Ottawa South United got through North Toronto. As I look there towards the replay on Sepe, she got around the defender, went with the left foot, tried to go over, and just you see that, just the fingertips of saves there from Smith. It is able to direct that one on towards the post. Gets this one kicked up towards the striker position, as Kira will pick this one up towards Choi. Sepe returns this one back towards Sed. Sachkovsky. Barif finds it. Jameson coming down the left side as she's going to hit this one forward towards Elenas. And it gets poked away from her for throwing. Good battle in the midfield here for Lewis. And Lewis gets a good ball down the right side. This is something going forward here for Ottawa. Touched inside for LaFranche. LaFranche tries to play it back. Zabara couldn't slow down her run enough as she was trying to pull with the back trailing leg to reach it. But the pass was too far behind her. Good hustle coming in from Kira as she's able to come back as Costa will look to throw this one in. Cesario does well to keep that one in play. I like that. Instead of going for the throw in, you have the time, play the touch, and find an open player. Trying to split between the two players, and they find a way through, and the shot will find its way through. It's a rebound, but the flag goes up. LaFranche puts home the rebound, but this one won't count as well. LaFranche can't believe it. And that's a second one there as the initial shot coming in on the right side was saved. And LaFranche in front of the goal, putting herself in for the rebound. Take a look at the replay here. As pushing her way forward, Karadakis gets the shot on goal, and yeah, LaFranche by herself in front of the goal. Look at when that shot was taken, and yeah, she looks like she's behind the defender there. So on initial looks, that looks like that was the correct call. That's two for LaFranche getting pulled back. Unlucky for her. But Ottawa still fighting though. See if they can get one back in the next few minutes here in this one. Murchie's got to be careful, and it's very difficult as a keeper, especially in this type of weather. Your hands are cold, so it's a lot more difficult to make a catch in those type of situations. So if you're expecting a shot with some sort of rebound, you just have to deflect those towards the side, put it away into undangerous areas. Little 1-2 off the throw, and it's going to be offside, though. Got to be looking at that one. It was a quick 1-2 with Zabara, but the Ottawa player was offside there, and it's going to get called back for a free kick. As we go towards 12 minutes left to go in this one. Liking the play here in this fourth quarter, though, coming out from Ottawa South United. As this one's going to get kicked towards midfield. They're giving everything they got left out here. Trying to see if they can pull it away from Brampton, as the Brampton player isn't getting up. It's going to lead towards a free kick here for Winter. As Colangelo fell on top of the ball, she wasn't able to get to the feet, but you could see as soon as she turned the body to fall on top of it, referee knew, okay, you're not trying to get up. And leads to a good ball there from Winter. There comes the header, and it goes into the goal. They get one back. This one will count. And it's going to be Zena Zabara, their top goal scorer, who got the header. And Ottawa has found a way back in the game. A great free kick coming in from Winter. She plays that one forward, and then there's the Zabara with a looping header over the goalkeeper, Murchie. And it's 2-1 now, folks. We're going to go through to a crazy finish here in this one now. That's what Ottawa has been looking for. And we're going to be seeing a very chaotic 10-plus minutes here to finish this one, folks. And this girls under 14 OPDL Gary Miller Charity Shield. Elenas trying to play this one forward. Gets as far as Akira. Colangelo will pick this one up. These next few minutes are going to be very huge here for both teams. Brampton just has to get back to the way they're playing. And now Ottawa feeling that momentum, they're going to be pushing themselves a little bit further, as Murchie will clear this one towards Jameson. But she's not able to get any further, as her clearance will deflect off of Byers and towards the corner. Now this is a great area for Ottawa. They got to be sending everybody forward here, especially when you're close towards that corner flag. It's very tough for a defending team to throw this ball out and get it out of this area. And just right there is a good example. Just a single player down the line, and they're not able to keep it in play. So Ottawa will get themselves to throwing deep in towards Brampton territory. Here's Said for Brampton. Going to play this one down the line. Too far for Kira, but Benikovic has come all the way over, and she's going to try to go for a run. She will trip up Winter, and Winter not happy with that, but she will get herself the free kick call, as Winter did well to get in front of the Brampton striker and just tripped up the Ottawa defender. As you see there on the replay, Winter looking immediately towards the referee for the call onto that one, as her free kick will go to midfield, settled in by Lafrange. Sepe for Troy. Sachkovsky for Barif. You can hear the intensity. The Ottawa fans are making noise on every single pass, every single attack right now, as well as the Brampton fans. They're getting into it, as it's going to be a free kick in favor of the Brampton players, as Benikovic falls over. Now leads towards a free kick, which they're going to take in quickly, as they see some space down the left side, and it's a player with a lot of speed in Elenas, as she's able to get forward, but her cross is able to be corralled by Smith. It's one of those, yes, I understand you got that player coming in on the side, but in these type of moments, you got to slow down the play as much as you can. Take your time on these set pieces. Kill the clock, as that literally slows down the momentum the opponent team might have. Lafrange in midfield. Going to kick this one behind Byers, and Byers is going to give chase, but Jameson will be the player who gets to it first for Brampton. But Byers does well to win that one off of the player and get her the throw-in as she'll head that one off towards Zabara. Pregame for Lewis. Lewis trying to chip it forward, can't find Byers on the first opportunity, and it goes right back towards Pregame. Lewis inside for Zabara. Costa calling for that pass, as they'll get played in behind her, however, and that's going to allow Sepe to try to run this one down the line, but she runs out of space. Today's Gary Miller Charity Shield is fueled by Gatorade, scientifically formulated, so you never stop competing. That is Gatorade, as it's going to be Brampton who picks up this loose ball with Benikovic. She sees Elenas with a ton of space, wide open on the far side of the field, as she's going to carry this ball back in towards the middle of the field, however, as she was looking to switch it right back towards Kira. But there's a good play from Cesario, finds Zabara in space, as Barif was already seeing the run coming in on the far side of the field. They're trying to be sneaky, was Lewis, and Lewis wasn't able to get on the other end of that pass. Zabara, once again, she got the goal for her team. She's going to chip this one forward, but it's going to be too strong for Lafrange to be able to reach onto, and Murchie will fall down on towards the loose ball. Winter, she's going to try to make a run herself up the field. Jameson under some pressure. Still battling is Lewis, and finally Barif will be the player to recover first, but they haven't cleared it away. The pressure's still coming. Karadakis, she's going to put this one back in, but it will be caught off the bounce by Murchie. And if you're the Brampton goalkeeper, you're catching that ball, you're falling on the ground, you're taking a few seconds to get back on the feet, and you're getting that ball up the field. Good passing from the defense as Jameson is going to try to attempt to play this one down the line, but Byers does well. She gets a foot in there, but it's immediately won back by Elenas, who's not giving up on the play, as it looks like OSU is going to be making a late substitution. I imagine an extra striker getting brought in, probably taking off a defender to try and see if they can find themselves the tying goal. As here comes the substitution. It will be May Ilias, number 80. She'll come back into the game. And Olivia Lafrange. So striker for striker change. Interesting. So Ilias in for Lafrange. But it looks like Winter has shifted herself a little bit. So you're seeing a little bit with that sub, a tactical switch there. So probably just 3 at the back now. But because if I'm Ottawa, I'm letting Winter go up the field a little bit for runs as well. But it leaves Benikovic wide open. And her shot goes off the post. She might get a second opportunity for Benikovic, but she can't pull the trigger. Oh, and she tries right there. But her shot takes a deflection and is blocked by Canton Leeton. 2 very close chances there for the Brampton striker. That's 2 posts they've had to finish off this game. But Ottawa remains in it, though, and it still remains 2-1. Nice little 1-2 for Sepe down the right flank. Sepe trying to cross this one in towards Smith. Got a little bit scary there. She was waiting for that one to come towards her, and the Brampton striker almost got in front of that one. Elenas, she's driving her way forward. Elenas, and she finishes it. That will do it, as Brampton get that 3rd goal they're looking for, as Abby Elenas puts it home, as she gets a huge 2-goal lead restored for Brampton Soccer Club, as they now lead 3-1 in their match against Ottawa South United. As we take a look here, Elenas picked up that ball, and what she's been doing all game, just turned on the Jets Smith try to come out the goal to close down the angle, but LNS will chip it over the sliding goalkeeper into the back of the goal. And they now lead 3-1 as the team in the West is defeating the top team in the East currently, with just a few minutes remaining in this one. As the play will resume off of the kickoff, as immediately involved in the play is Benikovic. Going to hit that one towards the midfield as Choi has that one deflect off of her. As Ottawa is going to try to see if they can get this one up for one more opportunity up the field. They're not giving up on the play, but it's going to be a lot trickier with that 2-goal lead restored. There's Winter, good touch from her towards Lewis down the right side. And it's a good turn there from Zabara. Here comes Zabara onto the run. Zabara gets around the defender. Zabara's shot gets into the goal. There you go. Ottawa's not giving up on it. They get a second. It's 3-2. Zaina Zabara with her second goal of the game. Gets onto the ball off the run. And she's able to just have enough as Zachkovsky could try and poke it away, and Murchie got a hand onto that one, but it wasn't enough to keep the ball out of the net. And how important is that third goal from LNS now as the score is 3-2? This is a wild finish in this girls under 14 Gary Miller Charity Shield match, folks. It was just a 2-0 game just a moment ago, and all of a sudden it's 3-2 as we see a hard collision between a couple players who look like they need a little bit of a second here, but Benikovic will be able to get onto her feet. Soon another deserving team will engrave their name into OPDL history and hoist the beautiful brand new Gary Miller Charity Shield trophy, artfully crafted by Nothers the Award Store. For more than 50 years, Nothers the Award Store has been a leading supplier of awards and recognition products across Ontario, offering complete assistance from program concept planning all the way to product delivery. See how they can help your organization at nothers.com. So again, it's 3-2 now here, folks, in this one, and it's going to be Brampton with the ball in the corner and Sepe with a very smart move. Many players, especially in the younger age, would have started driven that one towards the penalty area. Well, now they're doing that, but Sepe did the smart move, brought that one towards the corner, and try to kill off a few more extra seconds on the clock. That is very strong. And there is going to be a single minute of added time as we see LNS go down, and she's holding onto that left ankle of hers. And hopefully she's going to be okay. As it looks like the training staff is coming out here to take a look at that third goal scorer as we see the confirmation of the additional minute. Yeah, it's been a pretty crazy game as the first quarter brought two of our goals, with Brampton getting a goal from Jameson and Sepe. Second and third quarter ended up being pretty even between both teams as it was continued to bay back and forth. As we take a look here on LNS as well, being not only rewarded as she looks to help herself off the field, but she is being rewarded with the player of the match as well. Is that player getting the all-important third goal, but unfortunately for her, her game is done here as Josie Antelope will come back in for the injured Abigail LNS. And now the substitution is complete here. So just about a minute and change. And let's see if Ottawa will get one more chance to go forward. But instead, it's Brampton going at the Ottawa goal. And it's Benikovic. She's going to get around the first defender, and she goes for a shot. But Smith will be able to make the save. And it's one of those moments where if you got that ball in the attack, bring it towards the corner. keep it away from the Ottawa players, because if you take that shot and the goalie does save it, you're giving the ball back towards Ottawa, and they could get it and possibly another chance to move this ball up the field. But Brampton's doing a good job keeping it away from them momentarily as that pass just goes in between the legs of Costa and out of her reach. Just getting a warning there from the fourth official is the Brampton players there for switching players twice during that throw, and that's a good delay tactic. In reality, at this moment, the yellow card probably won't mean much to them, as this is a long additional minute, obviously due to that injury we had towards Elenas. As this ball continues to bounce its way around midfield. Sepe will turn with this one as she'll look to play into the corner, but she'll kick it off of the Ottawa player. That will probably do it off the throw-in, I would imagine. Just one more little sequence of plays for Brampton. Ottawa will be able to find as they kick that one, but just nobody in that space. And Colangelo will find it as she'll continue to dance with this ball in the midfield, as there goes the full-time whistle. And the girls under 14 OPDL Gary Miller Charity Shield winners are Brampton Soccer Club with a 3-2 victory over Ottawa South United, and what was a very tough game between both two teams in this cold Vaughan Sunday morning. I'd like to, of course, thank both the teams for an incredible season and a great journey as well to get here towards this final point. As today's Gary Miller Charity Shield was fueled by Gatorade with a proven blend of carb electrolytes. Gatorade is scientifically formulated so you never stop competing, rehydrate, replenish, and refuel after the match. As we take a look towards the full-time stats, a lot more shots coming in that final quarter, of course, as the game started to open up. Those couple offsides Ottawa will probably be talking about towards that full-time whistle. But at the end of the day, ends up being final score Brampton 3, Ottawa 2. As we thank you again to our proud partners for today's event, our premier partners, Toronto FC, and the Canadian Premier League, our program partners, Gatorade, as well as our premier partners in BMO, Circle K, our official apparel equipment partners, O'Neill Sportswear, and our supporters in Respect and Sport, not as the award store, and of course, Canada Soccer. As we take a look here in the celebrations towards both teams, as we again remind Jameson Sepe Elenas with the goals for Brampton, and Zabara doing everything she can, pulled 2 goals back for Ottawa South United, but it wasn't enough. As we take a look at the full-time match highlights here with, of course, the penalty kick starting early. It was Jameson who put that one very nice and calmly towards the bottom corner. Comes the through ball from Benikovic towards the right side, just past the outstretched leg of the defender, allowed Sepe in towards goal, and she confidently placed it towards the bottom corner. Casa showcased some good footwork, as this one got some highlights there for OSU to get themselves back in towards the game. As we take a look now on towards Sepe, she had a good opportunity onto goal again to ice it early, but it was a nice, crucial save from Smith as her shots got deflected off the fingertips of the goalkeeper onto the post and out. Ottawa seemed to be a little bit dead in the water, but it was a free kick, and Zabara's looping header brought some life back in towards this Ottawa team as Benikovic tried to ice it herself, but her shot got right onto the post as well. It seemed like Brampton wasn't going to be able to ice it, but now here is Elenas, your player of the game, who drove this one past the defender, and she blazed that one in towards the bottom corner. That got them the 2-goal lead, which everyone thought it was over, but with just a minute left to go, Zabara's shot couldn't be kept out by the keeper, and it made it 3-2 as we have some final life in towards both the two teams as they shake hands, show some great sportsmanship, as we're going to be ready here very shortly as well with we're going to be having our trophy and awards ceremonies here with both of the teams. as we're going to be having as well our player of the game interview. And it looks like we're going to be grabbing the hobbling and injured Abby Elenas, who's going to have Ben right here, who is able to track down that player of the game, trying to stand as long as she can, and we'll be hearing from her here very shortly.
Yeah. We're on the field at the Zankin Automotive Soccer Center for our first game on Sunday of the Gary Miller Charity Shield Finals. I'm joined here by Abigail, our U15 champion for the Gary Miller Charity Shield. Here, she's been awarded the Player of the Match presented by O'Neill's. Abigail, how's it feel to be a champion?
It feels amazing. We had like a great season and we all worked really hard for this, and it's just like, it feels really good to just like come home like with the gold medal.
Awesome, and it was a pretty tight match. You guys pulled away early with 2 goals, but OSU came on hard, I think, throughout the game there, and they got a goal late, but then you secured that 3rd goal to sort of secure the championship. Why do you think your team won today?
Of course, like OSU was a great team, but I feel like we just like knew like what we were coming into, and we all just like gave it our like 110%, and like, yeah.
Awesome. Any plans to celebrate?
I don't know, like, not really, but it just feels good to win after this long season. So.
For sure, being a winner is good. Congratulations. Go get a medal.
Thank you, Ben, for that interview there with Abby Elenas, your player of the game, who picked up that ankle injury late. But again, her 3rd goal was the very difference, and she did all the work to get that 1st goal as well, which led towards the penalty kick. But again, don't go anywhere, folks. We're going to have 3 more games on the ballot here today, but we'll be having the trophy and award ceremonies for both the teams. But for myself, Martin Holmes, this has been the commentary, and I will see you guys in just a few minutes for our second game of the day. Thank you, folks.